Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can see from the title down below, I am going to be testing and putting them against each other, the e.l.f. putty primers. So I'm only going to be testing out the universal one, the original one, and then the matte putty primer. I don't know if any of you have watched my previous videos or no, but I do tend to have oily skin. So right now I am pregnant. I'm 31 weeks. So my face has gotten, I don't know if it's the weather or if just during the pregnancy, my face has gotten not dry, but it's not oily anymore, if that makes sense. So I wanted to give these primers a shot going against each other. I have worn them on their own, like my whole face using the matte one and then my whole face using the universal one, and on their own it's like you can't tell a difference, if that makes sense. So what I want to do is, I saw, what is her name, oh my gosh, I saw a YouTuber that I watch do this, and I was like, you know what, let me try it on my own and see how it works. So right here I have the original one, the universal poreless putty primer, and then over here I have the matte poreless primer. There is another one that they came out with, and that's the illuminating poreless primer. Like how I said, I didn't get the illuminating one because I do tend to have oily skin, so I just don't need primers to make me look more oily than what I can already get on my own. And they both, or all of them, retail for the $8, and you can find them drugstore, e.l.f., wherever. I buy mine at Ulta just because I buy a lot of my makeup at Ulta. And they both come with like the same packaging, and they come with the same amount of product in them. The only difference between the two is that the universal one is just a poreless putty primer, and this one's a matte poreless primer, putty primer. So this one is just supposed to keep you more matte like throughout the day, and this one's just normal, if that makes sense. So this one's more matte, and also the difference is that the universal, sorry, I'm showing you my old crusty one that literally is done with, but yeah. The only other difference is that the colors are different. This one has like a pinkish tone to it, and this one is white. And they do say that they are poreless. I haven't really noticed like a huge difference when I do wear them, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'll show you guys how it looks, but yeah. So like how I said, I'm gonna be testing them out, one side with one and then the other with the other. I have already moisturized, and I used just this CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion, and it does have SPF in it. I'm just trying to use that up. So on one side of my face, I'm gonna be applying the poreless putty primer. So I'm gonna apply this on my right, your left, I believe. And I'm just gonna apply it everywhere that I apply it usually. I kind of like to apply a lot of this because, I don't know, I like to use a lot of primer. And then on the other side, we'll apply the matte one. And I'm telling you, they both kind of feel the same, except this one actually has some and the other one is like out. Okay guys, so like I said, over here I have the universal primer, and I'm just gonna rub that into my cheeks, because around my cheeks is where I have a lot of pores. Chin, nose, and forehead. And this is what it looks like. And it gives you like a soft finish. Right now it's kind of like tacky, but it will kind of dry down. And then now the matte side. So this one difference that I do feel is that it feels thicker. It doesn't feel as smooth. Like, do you see how I have to like tug? Which is not good. That's the only difference that I feel so far, is I am needing to tug, or to actually blend it in a little more. And it didn't go as far as the other one. But here is one compared to the other. So this side is the matte, my forehead, and then this side is the universal. Forehead, the nose, matte, universal. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. So yeah, that's kind of how they look like compared to each other. I don't think I noticed a difference, but I don't know if you guys do or not. It is kind of late during the day. It is 1:55, but it is a weekend, so I am gonna get a good wear out of these, about 10 to 12 hours, if not like 8 to 10 to 12 hours. I'm gonna start doing my makeup. I'm gonna show you guys how, if there is a difference between one side or the other, but yeah, let's just get started with the makeup now. So for foundation, I'm just gonna use my usual Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and I am in shade 128. And I'm gonna be using my Real Technique sponge to apply that with. I love this foundation. The only thing I don't like is that you have to kind of, you know, with your fingers, it doesn't have a pump. But I do really like this foundation for like an everyday wear. I mean, I'm using it right now, but we're in quarantine, so really no one's gonna see me for the weekend. This foundation does, or it used to, give me some sort of dew or like oiliness as the day went by. Even though it says it is matte, it wouldn't stay matte compared to other foundations. I'm just gonna dab that in. So this is how the foundation is looking like on both sides. I do have more texture on this side, so yeah. And now we're gonna move on to concealer, and I'm just gonna use this ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer, and I got the shade Fair 15W. I think I need to go a little darker because it is a little light, but whatever. Then back with my beauty sponge, I'm gonna use the curved end. So guys, I have gotten a little of a tan. And I feel like my foundation, I mean on camera it looks a little white, but actually in person it actually matches still. But on camera I'm looking super white. And now to set the concealer and foundation, I'm going to be using my Airspun Loose Powder. I love this powder. I'm just going to go in and blend it out before I do go in. And I'm just applying that everywhere that I applied concealer. And I'm just gonna let that sit there for a little bit while I do my eyebrows. And the eyebrow pencil that I'm using is from e.l.f. and it is just the Intense Lift Brow Pencil. And I have this in the darkest shade. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm gonna brush those out. And then I haven't really been trying to like do much with my eyebrows, so I kind of just fill them in super quick like that. And just like that, super quick. Like I said, I'm just trying to fill them in. I'm not like coloring in much or doing anything else. Okay, now the bronzer that I'm going to be using is the Physicians Formula Murmuru Baby Butter Bronzer, and this is in the shade Bronzer. And I got this in a baby packet, so I think that's why it's called baby. But we're just applying that on our cheeks with this angled brush that I always use. You've probably seen this brush like a billion times. And I have other brushes, this is like my favorite one to apply the bronzers with. It just like fits like perfect in there. So for my blush, I'm going to be using this angled brush that I literally always use from BH Cosmetics. And this Studio Makeup Luminous Loose Blush. And it's kind of like peachy mauvey color. I just like kind of shake whatever's on the lid. And you get some there. Put it in. Shake it out. Apply it. Now with the stippling brush, I'm just gonna go in with literally the same one I always use from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just gonna kind of blend everything in, make sure everything is blended and there's no harsh lines anywhere, and it's not too harsh either. Now for a highlighter, I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in Champagne with my Morphe 510 brush. We're just going to apply that to our highest points. Do you see that? Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna go apply my mascara and lips off camera, and then I will be back to show you how my face looks like. Okay guys, so this is what my makeup is looking like. So on this side I have the Universal Putty Primer, and then on this side I have the Matte Poreless Putty Primer. Sorry, my, what is it called, the highlighter reflects off of it, but I don't know if you guys can see a difference or not. Me personally, I don't see a difference yet, but I will be keeping you guys updated throughout the day to let you guys know which side gets oilier faster or starts, like, you know, getting dewier, anything. I'll let you guys know of any changes. Right now it is 2:25. I just finished all my makeup, but yeah, this is what it's looking like. Yeah, I will talk to you guys later. All right guys, so it is currently 8:49 p.m. so I've been wearing this for 6 hours, and honestly it kind of, I don't know, they kind of look the same. Maybe the Universal one's looking a little more dewy here than this one. But yeah, that's how it looks like as of now. I am going to be wearing this for a couple more hours, so I will keep updating you guys and show you in the end how it looks. Alright guys, so it is going to be my final update. It is now 11:40, so I've been wearing this for about 9 hours. So how I'm going to compare, because right now I don't see a difference really. My face looks the same on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these oil blotting sheets to compare and see which one's more oilier. So I'm just going to blot the Universal side. You see how that just stuck on? So after blotting that one, it got all filled. I don't know if you can see compared to this one. But let's try the matte side. And the nose did the same thing, so. So compared to, like, comparing them on my phone, the matte one didn't get a lot of oil down here, and this one kind of got it all full. But other than that, literally, my face looks the same on both sides. None of the sides got like more oily than the other from just looking at it. And then I did ask my husband, and he also said that each side, he didn't even notice a difference on the sides. So I don't know if it's just my skin that doesn't show a difference. Maybe for people that have oilier skin, they would notice a difference. But as of now, for me, I don't notice a difference. I might try this again during the summer to let you guys know, like, an update, because it is starting to get a little warmer now. So yeah, that is my final thoughts on them. To me, I didn't notice a difference. They both worked the same. So yeah, if you want to try it out, go for it. It does the same thing literally. So yeah, thanks for watching my video, and I will see you guys in my next one.